All right, Shalom. I want to give our praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations unto the elect of Yasha, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And blessings and salutations unto the hopefully elect, the Akim out there enduring this truth across the four corners of the earth, teaching and preaching through the spirit of Yahweh, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, in truth and sincerity. And I wanted to make this video in the sense of correcting something that I said yesterday in my previous video, which is titled "Set Thine House in Order," or "Set Thine House in Order," if I'm not mistaken. But it was my most recent video, and within that video, I got to Second Esdras, the 14th chapter, when I was reading about the timeline, pretty much of the world. I stated that Esdras was he was in the Babylonian period. At that time, he was in the Babylonian period, and that there was a part and a half, okay, or 1.5 left within that timeline. All right, which I'll go ahead and read real quick. So it says, for the world had lost his youth, and the times began to wax old. For the world is divided into 12 parts, and the 10 parts of it are gone already, and half of the 10. So at that point, that whole 10 part, it's not 10.5, it's half of that 10, from 9 to 10. Okay, so 9.5 parts, which will remain 2.5. Right? Because you got the second half of that 10, and then you got the 10 to 11, which is a part, and then you got the 11 to 12, which is a part. So it'll be 2.5, because when you get into the 12th verse, it says, and there remaineth that which is after the half of the 10th part. Right? So that's that half, which a brother did leave a comment in the video that was posted on another brother's page that was doing it with me, and he also shed light on the GNT version, which it clears it up a little bit as well. Well, clears it all the way up, actually. All right, so this is Second Esdras. As you can see, Second Esdras, the 14th chapter in the GNT. It says, verse 10, the world is no longer young. It is rapidly approaching old age. The whole history of the world is divided into 12 parts. And the 10th period has already arrived, and it is half over. Only 2.5 parts remain. All right, because this is, once again, the angels pretty much letting Esdras know, and that's when it goes into setting your house in order. Okay. And I also wanted to get this. This is in a Compact Bible Dictionary. When you go and look up Esdras. Right now, yeah, I'm kind of skipped down to the 3rd paragraph. Yeah, I'm gonna skip down to the 3rd paragraph. It says, in the 7th year of the reign of Artaxerxes Longimanus, king of Persia, around 458 BC, Esdras received permission from the king to return to Jerusalem to carry out a religious reform. Following the return from the Babylonian captivity, the temple had been rebuilt in 516 BC, in spite of much powerful and vexation of opposition from the Samaritans. But after a brief period of religious zeal, the nation drifted into apostasy once more. Right? So that's stating that during the period of him being in captivity under Artaxerxes Longimanus, which was the king of Persia, he allowed him to go back up into Jerusalem, you know, further proving that that was more so around that time, you know, of him, you know, getting these visions and getting the breakdowns from the angels and the end times and what was going to happen and things of that nature. So with that, I want to say call all YAHAWASHI and Thawada once again to that brother for shedding light on that and correcting me in that. And with that, Lord willing, we allowed to endure to the end, and Lord willing, you was edified. And once again, I want to say, call all YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, Shalom.